Oh, it's recording whenever you are.
Hey, Keith, come on, these niggas up. Yeah, you fucking over this one, take Keith. We got my boy JB. Take Keith for this.
What's up, y'all? It's Carter the Actor, man. We here in BG, man. Tuning in to the 411. I got my man Dink with me.
No, it is, man. Trigger Dink, Trigger Mills. You want to know me, you can't clone me. You know what I'm saying? Stop sleeping on me, start sleeping with me.
I feel it. So, Dink, man. So, what did it mean coming from Detroit and coming to a school like BG?
Like in Detroit, I'm from the east side of Detroit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I grew up in project housing. And actually, I was the first in my age group to actually further their education. Like a lot of guys made it to like their junior, senior year in high school, but never graduated. I was the first, I wouldn't say the first to graduate, but I definitely was the first in my age group to, you know what I'm saying, further their education to go off to college. Okay. And that actually meant a whole lot. You know, especially like I said, I grew up in project housing, so you know, I've seen some of everything. You know what I'm saying? Fist fights, drug raids, you know what I'm saying, shootouts, everything. And to come from a place like that and actually make it out, it meant not everything to me, but like to my family as well, because it just showed how I was raised. Okay. It was something that my parents always told me, you know, it's more to life than these projects. You know, it's more to life to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So I've always wanted more, so did what I had to do to get to where I was trying to be.
Man, I definitely understand that. So basically you're saying that it wasn't just for you, it was for your whole hood, for your family and everything. You did this for everybody.
Yeah, definitely, man. Especially my mother and my father, man. They did all they could do to make sure my brother and I had everything that we needed. We didn't have everything we wanted, but our basic necessities, we always had that, you know. But my mom, she worked 2-3 jobs. My dad was working 12, 13-hour shifts every night, you know what I'm saying, just to provide. So I said when I get older, you know, I'm just basically do something to try to repay them. You know, it'll never be enough. You know, right. But just to show my appreciation for all their hard work and sacrifices to put me in the position that I'm in today. You know, I was going to, you know, be who they raised me to be and do what I had to do.
I definitely understand that. So when it came to school, was BG your first option? Like, how was that?
Not at all, man. Well, coming out of high school, I was an all-city wide receiver. Okay. So I had a couple.
I was about to say you about 6'11".
I had a couple looks, and I had originally verbally committed to Virginia Union to play football. They had offered me a scholarship to play ball or whatever, and I ended up turning it down because I felt like my coach kind of got in my ear. You know, that's a different story, but when I found out about Bowling Green and found out how close it was to home, I had applied there, and like I said, some things that happened with my coach, like I said, that's for another day. So I ended up turning down the scholarship to Virginia to come here to BG to walk on. So
okay. I definitely can relate to that, because coming from where I came from, I came here, and just like you, my first passion was Dink. Just a little suburb, y'all, if y'all know. There's a little suburb outside of Dink. I ain't saying Ralph, but he is Dearborn?
No. You know about Dearborn, man.
But yeah, so
shout out to Dayton, man.
You feel me? I got love for Detroit, you know. My mom's from there, man, West Side, you know. I'm sorry. You feel me? I know. But when I came here, man, just like you, I had a passion to play football, man. And then I had issues with my coach as well, man. Just politics, man. People who in it know about it, you feel me? So it's like, then it was me, like, I went to communications because I was trying to figure out my next passion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when it comes to your next passion, is that where the food came in?
Food has always been a passion, man.
Okay.
As far back as I can remember, my dad's a chef, my brother's a chef, and my mom cooked for every single event. All the big holidays and festivities was always at our house, so it was something that I grew up on. So way before starting Trigger Meals, I was cooking.
Okay.
That's how actually it came about, because when my friend gave me the idea, we had lived together before, and I used to cook at the house all the time, all the time. And when he came over, he like, you should start cooking. Like, I know you can cook. I know what cooking means to you. You should start cooking. And I wasn't big on the idea like at all, So, but I sat on the idea, put it out on Twitter, and the feedback was just like unreal.
Okay.
Everybody like, dude.
So so basically, it wasn't Trigger Meals when you started cooking. You've been cooking.
Yeah, man.
That's when you start like, hey, I can make a profit off of this.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I've been cooking for the last 15 years. Just watching my mom, watching my dad. But Trigger Meals didn't come about until 2016.
Okay.
So that's how that came about. Like I said, it just started off as a conversation between me and my boy, and it went from there.
Okay, I definitely got that. So in that process, I mean, you already said you came from a cooking background, your buddy hit you up with an idea, you start moving. Okay, now what was one of the first initial things that came to your mind? Like, what is the first step?
Getting the word out.
Getting the word out, okay.
Getting the word out, making sure people see it, and actually having people behind it. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure I wasn't just gonna be cooking just to be cooking.
Right.
That's why I had to sit on the idea I sat on it for 2 days, but for those 2 days, I was on Twitter going hard. Like, I had to make sure, like, you gonna see me what I'm trying to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I retweeting everything, man, asking people to retweet, asking people to, just repost it, so when I felt like people was ready for it, that's when I did it,
Okay.
First start date was July 26, 2016.
Okay. We actually about to go to some footage, man. We got you, man, with one of your first plates, man. It's a little image of your Twitter, man. So just to let everybody see,
check
man.
it out.
All right, y'all, we back, man. We still got Dink here, man. The man, the myth, the legend,
Go that far.
So, where we left off, you said that it started July.
Yep, July 26, 2016.
Okay. And how did it start?
Like I said, I was going hard on Twitter.
Okay.
Going hard on Twitter. A lot of people reposting, people retweeting, sending comments, they like, if you do it, we gonna buy it.
Exactly. So it was just like a chain of communication, keep going.
And I said, I literally did that for like 2 straight days. And I had people's attention. I had Toledo on me, you know what I'm saying? So they like, do it, so like I said, I felt I had nothing to lose, but everything to gain, and on my first day was actually good for real. Like, it was a great day for real, you know what I'm saying? Second day was good too, but the third day, it rained. I didn't sell anything. And I'm like, oh, my buzz and water that quick, man.
The rain, it got me.
Man, they got me, man. And at the time, I was still on the budget because, I started with my last $47.
Exactly.
So I wasn't trying to go too big.
Right.
So that's how it goes, man.
I definitely understand that, man. So when it came to Trigger Meals, was that the first name?
Yeah, I wanted to name it Sharon's Kitchen.
Okay.
But people don't know who Sharon is.
Okay.
You know, that's my mother. You know, a lot of people, I just wanted to do something in her honor, you know, to keep her name alive. You know, but a lot of people didn't know who that is or what the meaning actually meant to me. So I stuck with Trigger Mills.
Okay.
And actually, my friend, he helped me pick that name.
Oh, for real?
My boy Abe.
Okay.
He helped me pick that name, man.
That's my boy.
We was sitting outside, and I'm like, he like, you start tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, man. And he like, what you gonna name it? I'm like, I don't know. So we playing around. I'm like, Dink's Dinners. He like, no. No. I'm like, Trigger Dinners. He like, no. And it's kind of like, you ever looked in a movie, like, we all be like, y'all get the idea at the same time, and look at each other, and it's like, Trigger Mills.
Trigger Mills. That's
Trigger Mills. And, you know, that's how that was. So, you know, like I said, we stuck with it. My boy, Gerard, he made my first logo. You know, he made my first menu. He did a lot of things to, you know, help. You know what I'm saying? So.
When I say it comes to social media, man, you was everywhere. You had the Trigger Mills going, you had the account you made, and then you was on Takeover, still pushing you. It was like, man, you was attacking it, man, at all levels.
The Takeover, you know, that definitely helped me get the word out. Shout out to the Takeover, my boy DJ Chris Hollywood. But being a part of that radio show, it just having, you know, hundreds of people listen to us every Sunday night. It just gave me a chance to promote, you know.
Right.
I was giving out a free meal to each listener, you know what I'm saying? So that made people listen to the Takeover more because they wanted that free meal. So
exactly.
It's kind of like it helped both sides. You know, with Chris bringing me on, you know, I was trying to use the small following that I had at the time, and it worked. You know? So shout out DJ Chris Hollywood for having me a part of that. It's still TTO.
Definitely shout out to Chris Hollywood, man. That's my man. Okay, so you said you was at first going to name it after your mom.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the inspiration behind Trigger Mills, that's kind of the source.
Yeah, definitely. With her not being here physically anymore, I pride myself on being who she raised me to be. You know, she didn't raise a quitter, so each day that I wake up for real, I just ask myself, you know, what could I do to continue to make her proud? You know, and she knew how much I like to cook. You know, she didn't share much of her recipes with me.
All right.
You know, the ones she did, I still try to do to this day, but they just don't taste the same.
You just can't get it right, man. I understand.
But just to see, to see where I started and where I'm at now, and where I could be this time next year, I just know that, you know, she's proud of me. You know what I'm saying? With everything that I've ever did, you know, she told me just give it my all. You know, football, basketball, track. She said just give it your all. You know, work hard. You know, you will see the results that you want. You know, with cooking, you know, since that's, you know, what I found that has been to work for me, I put numerous hours in the kitchen, man. You know, that people may not even know about. Like I be at home practicing meals.
Right.
You know, practicing how I could put this in the takeout container to make it look appealing to that person that buy it. You know.
So when it comes to you, because you know it's a lot of cooks that parents don't really matter. You want to make sure that mug look good, taste good, everything.
Man. You know, presentation is everything. You know, I don't want to just slap it in a box. You know, you gotta make it look like you made it with love, because that's what I put into each one of my meals, love. You know what I'm saying?
What we got cooking today, man? Today we got the steak and shrimp sub, you know what I'm saying? Garlic parmesan fries. My boy Carter told me he was hungry, so you know he invited me to his spot, so you know I had to come invite him to mine, you feel me? Watch me work.
I feel it.
Put that on that milk and cheese a little bit.
Okay.
Fries over there.
Okay, so why do you put the bowl over there? What is that doing?
Basically, as you see, I took the water.
Okay.
And I put it on there and it created steam.
Okay.
You know, so when you lock that steam in, it melt the cheese faster.
Okay.
You know, so
Definitely got that.
teach you a thing or two, man. Leave that on there for a couple seconds, man.
See, man, he a busy man. He taking
15
orders
tonight.
while getting me together.
You still want to place those orders? All right, man. I'll see you then. Alright, not a problem.
You're a hard worker, man.
Show you that real quick.
Okay.
That on there. Take down. Bam.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Okay. Tastes even better for all the time. You know, we just gonna sit back, we're gonna wait on the fries. We'll be right back.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta put a little Uncle Laurie on there.
Uncle Laurie on
there.
there.
A little bit of that.
Okay.
I don't know about y'all, but I like my black pepper.
Okay.
Yeah. Carter, he a big dude. We gonna get him a nice serving.
Me nice. That's what I'm talking about, man. You know. What's in this mysterious bottle right here, man? Look like some crazy sauce, man.
Plus, so you know we gonna top it off.
I feel it.
Me personally, when I put stuff on there, I like to make it look pretty, man. A lot of people, they just slap it in there, you know what I'm saying, call it a day. Not me. You know
I feel it.
I like to go just like that.
Oh yeah, that looks crazy.
Just like that, like I said. Steak and shrimp sub, garlic parmesan fries.
That's simple.
Follow me, Twitter, Instagram, Trigger Mills. Come see me, man, straight like that.
If you want to get right, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely appreciate that,
Much
man.
love, man.
My man.
So, gotta make it look good when I go to take a picture. I want to make sure I got that right angle, you know, I put it in portrait mode, you know, flash and no
nice
flash,
blur,
you know,
nice
so
blur of the greenery.
yeah, man, my presentation, that's everything, man. If I don't like the picture, I'm not posting it.
Right.
You know, like I said, you gotta make it look good, you know. It's gonna look good, but it's gonna taste better.
It's gonna taste better.
Look good, taste better.
He was talking about jobs and partnerships, man. We heard about Ziggy's.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what does Ziggy's partnership mean to you?
It honestly, man, Ziggy changed my life, man.
Okay.
From day one, you know, when I first started there, April 2nd, man, it changed my life. It put me in a position to not only help myself, like I said, it's no longer about me anymore.
Right.
You know, I know I'm going to be okay at the end of the day. You know, it's about trying to help my family now. You know, with my dad especially, him picking up my mom half of everything. You know, my brother trying to help my dad out as much as he could. You know, and you know, just trying to make sure that they're okay, but also put that same love and support back into the community. You know, I've done it's allowed me to do so many things that I didn't think that I would be able to do at the age of 27.
Right.
You know, I thought I would have to be 30 plus and you know, well established in my career somewhere. You know,
to be in a restaurant,
you know, wherever. You know,
definitely.
you know, it's just put me in that position. I said it's not about me anymore. You know, a lot of time when people get something good and you know the income is good, they tend to focus on the self. You know, and I'm not that person.
It's about reaching others.
Yeah, you know, and helping those and inspiring, you know, people for when they get in a position, they can do the same thing. Like I said, I grew up in project housing, you know, so times definitely got hard.
Right.
You know, to go back to my old neighborhood, you know, and people looking at me as a success, man. And I honestly think, man, you know, had my mom not passed, I wouldn't be here. You know, because the idea to start it was to get some money because I was in a tight financial situation because of my mom passing. You know, but things happen for a reason. You know, we may not understand. We may not understand at that very moment, but a long time as time passes on, you're gonna get a better understanding of it. And, you know, of course, I would give all this up to have my mother back. You know, but sometimes you gotta face reality. You know what I'm saying? And you know, no matter how much I cry, no matter how much I shout, I realize she's not coming back. Right. You know, so how can I continue to be who she raised me to be? You know, with her watching down on me.
So, what do you see in the near future for Trigger Mills?
A food truck.
Okay.
You know,
Trigger on wheels.
Trigger meals, that's what we gonna call it. Trigger meals on wheels.
Okay.
You know, I want to be able to travel around Ohio. You know, a lot of people at the other schools, you know, Kent, Akron, OU, you know, UD, Cincy, they know about Trigger meals, you know, but it's kind of hard to actually get down there because I can't find anywhere to cook.
Exactly.
You know, can't find a place to post up at to get the meals going.
And you want the food fresh.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So I feel with a truck, all I gotta do is hit the highway, find me a spot to post up at, set up shop, get it going. You know, so that's definitely what I want. That I'm gonna have. You know.
Right.
Then I'm thinking maybe like a little small, you know, little small spot. You know, nothing too big. You know, get in, get out, you know, type of thing. But that's what I definitely see that. A lot more events, you know, back to school events for the kids. You know, Trigger love the kids, man.
You're gonna be passing out turkeys.
Yeah,
like,
trust me, man.
Like in too deep.
You gonna see a picture of something with me in the back of a Mack truck with bikes or something, man, like 100 bikes.
Knowledge, man. It's good to see you, man.
Right,
Make sure y'all tap in, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Get y'all Trigger meal, man.
Yeah, get y'all the Trigger meal, man. Make sure y'all follow me up on Twitter and Instagram at Trigger Meals, TRIGGAMEALS. You know, double tap, retweet, like, you know, comment. You know, let me know what you got to do. Let me know.
Make sure y'all hit them up, man.
Definitely get with me.
Now it's a wrap, man. Make sure y'all tune into the 411 again.
Now look who creepin', look who crawlin', still ballin' in the mix. It's that 6'6" long dick, slim nigga sticking your chick, pulling tricks, looking slick at all times when I'm flippin'. Bar sippin', car dippin', Grant Wood grain grippin', still tippin' on 4 rapping.